Welcome to Project Die Hard Mission Monday Update. You know you're in the right place at the right time when you are joining us for all of those updates with Project Die Hard. And who better to hear all of the wonderful news and all of the news, whatever that all is, from the founder and president of Project Die Hard himself. He is always joining us here on Monday nights so you can hear directly what's all happening, all the ins and outs. Brian Gibson is here. I'm going to bring him on in. Brian, how's it going today?
It's going. Still on mission. We're still
always
plugging along. Yeah. I come here, guys, on Mondays to look at comments, and if you got a question, type it in. It'll pop up. We'll get it, and we'll pop it up on screen, and we'll discuss it. But yeah, that's why I make time in this schedule to do this, is to keep everybody that helps us informed of what's going on. That's part of full transparency, is it not?
Absolutely. And that's not something you get everywhere. That's something that is very valued here.
Yeah, it is. So with that, let's see, share screen. We go here, we go here, we go here. All right. There you go. Okay. Look, folks, this is not rocket science. You do not need a PhD. Well, even if you had one, I'm never going to call you doctor unless you're an MD. So get over it.
I like it.
Just how I roll. The mission stands on 3 non-negotiable rules. First, Sue, do you want to read that top line?
You got it. God will never leave this mission. That's it. God steps out, we shut the doors.
That's it. If God steps out, we shut the doors. And that doesn't mean our doors.
Oh, no.
That means we shut the door to whoever is taking God out of the mission. Second, the suffering of veterans will never be used for profit. So why?
Pain is not a business model. Imagine that.
It's not. When the veterans we help are ready to tell their story, I think we have an avenue to let them do that. Oh, we got a podcast that's streamed worldwide? Yeah.
Worldwide. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just spitballing here. Third, no drugs or alcohol allowed. There's no catchy little phrase for that. I will not put my brother into temptation. That comes from scripture.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, get over it. We have been putting it out there. SIU of Southern Illinois has researched us. The Dallas-Fort Worth Veterans Chamber of Commerce has researched us. The Veterans Center has researched us. Apex Business Alliance has researched us. Kentucky Legal Aid has researched us. And the Southern Illinois Community Foundation has researched us.
I think that speaks pretty loudly that they have researched us, and look, their logos are here for a reason. They like what they see.
Yeah. They have found our mission worthy.
And vice versa. We found them worthy to be part
Worthy.
of what's going on here. They're a good match for what we mutually need.
Yeah. We need community support, and they want to help veterans. Amazing thing. All right, there it is here, folks. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Notice I've changed something. You know what to do. I'm not begging anymore. How we grow to do more is what you need to do. That all goes down to veterans, hope, and life. That's what we're doing here. We're giving veterans hope so they live. Check your vet. I say that every day.
Hmm?
The Internal Revenue Service, right there. There's that number 852835680. Go to irs.gov, type in nonprofit search, put in that number. There you go.
Love it. No secrets. It's right there.
Not.
Check it out. Find out for yourself. Do your research.
All right, here we go. Last week, our outreach program 42 total veterans, 6 of them were first time visitors. That's the number I care about, the first time visitors. Thank you and God bless Senior Helpers of Western Kentucky, IHOP of Paducah. Our cost, $419.63. Donations received on that day, $83. So we are in the hole, $336.63. Hold on. Hey, brother.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
We're doing good. That link I sent you. Go to it. We're in our podcast right now.
I've already been on it. It's amazing. You guys are doing some great stuff. Hey, Mark said to give you a call. I'm still at work.
Oh, okay.
If I'd have known earlier, any other time, bud, if you just give me a call before noon, I'm good to go. I make furniture for living spaces.
Yep.
I work for Oak Canyon Manufacturing. I'm the lead there. And then when I get done with that, I go to my friends and I build the tiny homes, and
Yep.
I start working my second job. And then I try to play pickleball.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, brother, stay strong. Keep up the great work.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the invitation. I would love to.
You're welcome any day of any Monday. You're welcome, brother.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to try to plan on it next Monday, then, my friend.
Okay.
I'll call you this weekend, okay?
Okay.
And, touch base with you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was our guest for tonight. He's all for it. He's gonna reach out to us. He's gonna be here next week.
Awesome.
Yep.
That is going to be, yeah. Anyway, mark your calendars. You should be here anyway, but you're going to really enjoy this guest that'll be coming next week. It's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. Let's put it that way.
It is. But yeah, see, folks, that was a veteran calling. I don't care what I'm doing. If I go like this and this phone rings, I answer.
Yep.
Because it could be a veteran in distress. Yeah, when they call Die Hard, it comes to me. I'll do anything I can. We have great resource partners. We do. They help out immensely. All right, now the next big thing for Project Die Hard. And praise be to God, we got one local volunteer for this.
Awesome.
We need more.
We got to start with one. We got one. Now we need the next one.
May 23rd, 10:30 to 17:30. Gathering the kingdom and resources together. Letting veterans fellowship and find hope. Operation Big Things. The whole intent here is to let veterans of Southern Illinois, Western Kentucky know that the community cares about them. Before we call on the whole community, I need at least 2 more volunteers to take up leadership roles for this event. Southpaw Bar and Grill, Veteran-owned, is our host. They're in Illinois. Apex Business Alliance is coming from Pennsylvania. Special Ops Child Watch is coming from Washington, D.C. And Crossroads Lawn and Garden is coming from Kentucky.
That's impressive. And this is just the beginning.
Yeah. But you see, so what do you see in here? Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Kentucky, all helping what? Illinois?
Helping location, because that's where the location is right now, is in Illinois. And they're coming from all around to help where we are now. We will be growing in the future to more places, but we are currently in Illinois. Southpaw is where the event is, and wherever you're located, you can make a difference and join in, just like these other leaders are joining in, to be part of this big event. Big things. Not kidding.
Oh, I'm not either. All right. Pretty simple, folks. Support them and they do more. When you see that little logo, community support member, tell them we sent you, and hey, they're going to do more for us. Fellowship and Dine, Club 22. Again, go there on the 22nd of the month. Tell them we sent you, and we get a little bit more help. That program is available nationwide to any restaurant that wants to join it. Let's work together. Let's do something. I don't think I have to explain this slide, do I, Sue?
Shouldn't have to. Just need a moment to read through and acknowledge all the things that are in here, because it says it all. I like that. Together, everyone achieves miracles.
It boils down to what? Save veteran lives. That's it. It's God plans. Facilities and outreach program will be going nationwide. That's the slide deck for the week.
Excellent. So I'm going to back up a moment. You had the veteran breakfast this last Wednesday. You want to dive in any further on that? Because I know I'm very
Do you want me to bring that up that I told you guys this morning?
Yes.
All right. So get all set up at the fellowship breakfast. I'm sitting there doing my post all set up, and next thing you know, I get a message. I lost another one that I served with downrange in combat to that demon. I'm not going to drop their name out here because the family, but they're classifying it an accidental overdose. Folks, I get notified of anywhere between 10 and 17 every day. The ones I served with, when I get notified of them, that's the ones that hurt. What makes you think I'm playing? I don't get it. From day one, we've been totally transparent. You want to see where your donation goes? Come to a facility. Come to a breakfast. But it's so far away. Well, volunteer. Let's bring a fellowship breakfast to where you're at. Step up. Say, hey, I'll run that breakfast. Step up. But yeah, folks, that makes 7 that I've served with that have lost their fight to the demon.
I think people don't have it hit, or it doesn't get real until that moment happens that you don't want to have happen when it's somebody you know. That's, I think, the part that people need to think about, because please don't wait for it to be that real for you before you step up and help out, because every person that we lose is a friend, a family member of somebody. And if it's not yours, then, lucky you. But until that day comes when it is. And then it hits different, and all of a sudden means something totally different. And all along and available that we could be making a difference. Are you?
Yeah, look, folks. Yeah, does it upset that the guy I served with killed himself? Yeah. But see, then my mind goes back to his wife, his children, what's going on now? In a way, I'm kind of mad at those that do, because look, you're being selfish. You're quitting. You're done. You're affecting everybody around you. What's up with that? Especially to my brothers and sisters, you're that weak that you're going to quit? Yeah, look, I hit that low point. But then God saved my life. Plain and simple. I like what Sue says all the time. He's not done with you yet. He's not. Trust me, every day I learn something from my father. Whether it's reading my Bible, listening to learned men, women, if it's sitting out back talking to my father, things come to me. You know, I every day I get invited to go here, go there, go here. And there's days I pray to God and it's like, sorry, man, I can't make it. Something tells me don't go there. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort. It's not worth the aggravation that it'll cause you. Because it does. If you're not helping this mission, don't take offense to this. But I don't have time for you. I got more important things to do than sit there and talk about your big idea. Was that too mean, Sue?
No, actually, like that was something that there was an opportunity for that. Maybe it would be again at some point here where I remember Operation Big Ideas. That
Oh,
was it.
yeah.
It's not that we don't
Again,
listen. There's opportunity, and it takes a team. It really does. But in the end, it comes back to where we going, and you're leading this group forward.
well, I'm not leading it. That's what people got to understand.
Right. You're the face here. Although, yes, I agree. I know this is God's mission.
This
We're doing
is
God's work.
God's work.
Yeah.
I am the steward. That's it. My job is to make sure my brothers and sisters, veterans, get the best care possible. We're live here, so hey, we'll just bring it up. Why do you people always ask me what is it going to cost to complete File Brush? Does that matter, the cost?
It's a factor, but does it matter? I mean, it's, you got to have a goal to know where you're going. However, it's going to cost what it's going to cost.
It's going to cost money. Got it.
Yeah.
It's probably going to cost more than we expect because I don't take shortcuts. We're building something that's going to last generations and be there for veterans. Because if you think there ain't going to be any more wars where veterans see terrible things, I beg to differ with you.
Yeah. Yeah. All of us cushy civilians sitting around don't even know the things that our veterans experience. That it's that whole thing. Once you see, you can't unsee. It stays with you in some fashion, right? We all have our memories and experiences, and we have no idea. I'm sitting here as a civilian. I have no idea. I've got even with all the stories I've heard, it's like until you actually walk the walk, you don't know. But that doesn't mean I'm sitting here saying, "Well, I can't do anything about it. I can't help." I'm doing what I can do to help. We can all do something to help.
Clear that. And I'm going to share something because I guarantee, guys, you're going to see this again. Can everybody see that picture?
Yeah.
That is a picture of a veteran. My left, your right, however you're looking at it, is before going to war, during war, and then coming back from war.
Wow.
So, what do you see there?
changed. Very, very changed. Looks like the young innocent look on the left, and then a very I want to say kind of a tense look and determined, tense. I see a lot of stress in that face, and then on the right, down, just absolutely. To me, that's just the look of being drained.
Yeah. Yeah. I love my wife dearly. Every time I deployed, she raised my kids. She took care of the house. She did all that. She has nothing but respect for me. But I will tell you, we've had our rough spots. And I remember her saying, every time you win, I had to relearn my husband.
Wow. Did people hear that? Because, wow.
War changes people.
Yeah.
But you understand that every time I went, I changed. It wasn't after the first combat mission. Every
Different things. Yeah. Different things happened on every mission you were on. I can only imagine. Can I ask how many different ones were you on?
7 combat tours in my career.
Wow. Okay, for us civilians, how long is a tour? Is it standard or is it vary?
It varies. Some were 6 months. One was 18 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be away from home, to be away from family. Oh, wow. Think about how much we all change and grow in that amount of time. Wow. So, yeah, I can appreciate the comment. Yeah.
Oh, I remember calling home when we were under a mortar. I'm talking to the wife and we get mortared, attacked, right? She goes, "What's that?" "Oh, nothing."
Yeah, nothing to see here, honey. Don't worry. Oh, wow. People don't get it. They don't know. And it's the whole thing. You don't know what you don't know. And that's where listening in on conversations like what we're having here can only help give perspective and give insight.
Oh, wow. Check it out. Why come to a fellowship breakfast? We gather veterans. They have knowledge, they have experience. And if you show up and say thank you and really mean it,
Mm-hmm.
they might talk to you and you might learn something.
Love it.
That's what our facilities are for. Veterans, but also community. Come support veterans. Hang out. What do you want? Come hang out with veterans.
And
Good things.
I actually have a call coming in from work, and that doesn't happen often. So I'm going to step away for just a sec.
All right, guys. She's going to step away, answer that call from work. We're going to talk here a little more. If you're watching, let me open up the chat. Put something in the chat wherever you're watching from. It'll come to us. Ask a question. Say something. Because I'm going to sit here and just stare at you like deer in a headlight look until Kurt shows up. He should be here any minute. You heard earlier our guest this week has postponed till next week. Life happens. But yeah, let's go back to this wife thing. You want to know how good my wife is? During one of my deployments, she had a major surgery, a hysterectomy. To all the females out there, you know what that entails. And I didn't know about it until I got home. Why? Because she knew what I was doing downrange. And her thought process was she had family all around her. She had this all around her. She didn't need to bother me with that. Was I a little upset that she didn't tell me? You bet. But that's how it rolls. That's a good wife. You know, I'm proud of her. I'm grateful for her. You know, this is a woman that didn't have to accept me. When I first met her, I was a wreck. But then she saw something. Look, family members, you're a veteran. Husbands or wives, fathers, mothers. You're a veteran. It's not that they don't love you. It's they've been scarred. We have to look at how the communication gets built back in. We have to look at how we learn each other again. My wife and I still have our spats, but it is what it is. As long as you stick through it and don't give up on the other person, you're both going to succeed. You know, somebody earlier today say, "Why is your podcast so gloomy? How come it's not funny?" Give me a reason to laugh. Give me a reason to be funny. Believe it or not, I can be. But what are you going to do? Everything okay?
Everything's good. They just were running into an issue that they couldn't answer, and now they have an answer. So we're good. And it was one of those gotta do it now kind of moments. So
Was that one of those wannabe scientists wanting to talk to a real scientist?
more like they are using more than what they had asked for with the disposal type, all the media stuff. They needed more and didn't know where to go. And my student worker is new enough; he didn't know how to answer the questions, and so work helps provide a phone for that exact reason. So
there you go.
when the call comes in, I take the call. It's kind of, I can relate to, it's like, gotta answer the question. Class is happening now, and that's what we need.
Yeah. Again, phone calls I answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sit on the phone for 2-3 hours with a veteran. Sometimes I give them, the ones I really love are the automatic sales pitches.
Tell me more.
We can save X amount of dollars on your employee's insurance. Okay, I'm game. I always want to save money when it comes to the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you mean you don't have any employees? We're the nonprofit. You want to help so I can hire some?
That conversation we could have now.
Yeah, we
There
can
we
talk
go.
about that now.
Ugh.
Oh, look. Sue does her job. She does a really good job. Because I'll get a unsolicited email. Sue just kind of like cut me off. Well, apparently you didn't fit the mission. What do you want? You're going to, my people, you're going to call me and say, no, look, I don't know you from Adam. That's why you go through my people, so they get to know you, so they get to tell me, hey, Brian, spend time with this person. That's how it works.
How it works. Of course, I'm always going, I'm sitting here like, okay, did I forget to get back to somebody?
No, you've been involved long enough.
Yeah.
You've talked to enough people, and I know you've told some people, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to take your name to Brian. This is just not going to work." I can tell you right now, if I took your name to him, I would get my butt chewed at the next leadership meeting.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, it's.
We're on a team to grow together, not slow things down. So
Yeah.
keep her moving.
Keep moving forward. That's it. Fall forward. That's how this works. Ultimately, folks, I'm trying to help you understand this. The final decision in this mission belongs to God.
Very nice. Seeing a note that Kurt's popping in there. That's lovely. Yeah, we've got he's mentioning a good friend that may just be popping in to listen, and I would love that. She's a good Midwestern girl.
Yeah, she's great. Love her to death. But again, folks, understand Susan at projectdiehard.org.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
It's simple.
Almost went on the wrong side. So yeah, email me. Want to reach out? Want to get some information? Want to ask questions? So easy. Send an email.
Send an email. That's the first thing that has to happen. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen after that. Susan will send you our information and the application.
So after saying that, I expect my inbox to be getting flooded right now. I want to see how many are going to be sent this week because, yeah, I mean, really, I say it very lightheartedly, but I'm serious. Like, reach out. Don't wait. Do it now.
Again, if you make it past them and you hit my calendar, praise be to God that it happened.
Well, and there's one guy who's really good at getting that to happen, and he's just coming on in the background here. I'm going to bring him in so he can say hi and join this conversation. Hey, Kurt.
It just sounds great. It almost sounds like came into a description of a contest. Who makes it through to the final door?
It's
are you part of the surviving group here? This there's some kind of a TV show. The way that sounds.
Yeah, we'll have to get with Jeff, our buddy Jeff. That's a reality TV guy, and say we got another show for you. called The
Yeah.
Final Door.
There you go. There you go. The final door.
Can you make it to the final door? Praise be to God if you make it there. Oh man, it's tough work. It's serious work, and it reminds me of when Sue and I were EMTs, and I don't know how much it happens in the military, but when you kind of work on these life or death situations, sometimes you get a little extra appetite for humor. That's what I
Oh
noticed as
yeah.
an EMT.
Again,
Yeah.
again, medics and us in the military, medics. Yeah. I don't talk about my sense of humor here because I really want to grow this mission.
Understood.
I hear ya. Yeah, there is definitely joking around that happens within the
Within
circle.
the emergency
That
medical
it,
field, because
yeah,
that's how we deal with. Oh my God, his legs are gone.
uh, yeah,
Yeah, that's
uh-huh,
real.
That's real, folks.
uh-huh.
It's no fun to be a part of that scene, but when it's the mission, you got to do it, right, Brian? You just bear in and say
Again,
that person's counting on us, so you just do it.
that's what, look, people, don't judge me until you've lived my life. I'm not bragging here, okay? I've never bragged about it. No. I did my job. I was a combat medic. My job was to save lives. Well, to do that word combat kind of rolls in there because I'm the guy at the front line doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the front line. Did you catch that part? Anyone listening to that? Imagine. Sorry, it's like, yeah. No, sorry. Go ahead. Just making sure that's noticed.
Yeah, and actually, that is insight for what Sue and I had to learn, like to come in and be like, okay, Project Die Hard is forward operating base rush. Where does this come from? And that comes from military experience. You set up a forward operating base to deal with things coming from the front line, right?
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. You have forward operating bases. Then you have COBs, combat outpost. Right? Yeah.
Say, bring it on, because us civilians are like, wait, what? Okay, I'm learning now because we don't know. But at what
You have
point in our schooling did we get this part covered? We don't. So the insights are great.
Yeah, you guys didn't. And you don't have a need to know it. Okay.
It adds perspective. But yeah.
Well, in the EMS world, you guys are taught arriving on scene safety.
Yep. You didn't
Yeah,
get
good
that
luck
luxury,
with
honey.
yeah, good luck with that in combat, huh?
we, if we don't pass the whole scene safety part before we show up and walk in, we get. I mean, there was one time I remember us. We didn't give you the thumbs up to come in yet. Come on, because we drove up and we weren't supposed to. We got our butts handed to us.
That
But it's a little different.
that never came across in my military training. That never came across in my military training. Scene safety.
You get the scene you got, and you just do your job, and yeah.
Yep. That soldier.
Wait, I'm
needs
out.
saving.
Stop shooting. I gotta put on a bandage.
Right.
Just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I don't know why they don't understand. Hey, I'm trying to help somebody here. Why are you trying to shoot me? Oh, wait, the terrorist.
Yeah.
Yep. So you get that from, like when we share our mission, when I share combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans, and kind of how we need to organize all this, and how it's provided in military fashion, because it's an enemy to combat, the enemy of the demon.
It is.
Yeah.
Look, folks, this is a war. This is a war between good and evil. It is. Trust me, I know. I've had the demons whispering in my ear. They still do. I wish they would learn they ain't got no power here, but see, they're never going to stop. They're never going to stop. Some call it survivor guilt. Some call it, in the medical field, I still have, well, look, you want to be blunt and honest? You want to know what my nightmare is, team? A faceless soldier. Every time I plug a hole, they start bleeding somewhere else.
Mm.
That's my nightmare.
Wow. That's the whole thing of lived experience, and just kind of you know plugging into the mission, and just doing what you can, and not needing the whole scoop before you jump in and do something, because it's this journey that they say, the more you know, the more you realize what you don't know. Saying that's consistent with our experience here as ambassadors of Project Diehard. Brian, you teach us stuff all the time. I learn stuff from Mark, and you know Anthony, and different people out there that give me little nuggets of, I knew another thing, and all it does is give me aha. So it's another humbling thing to say, wow, I just learned another whole realm that little
Well,
Q and a Q of, but it would
you
take
guys were
hours and hours. It would take weeks to explain it all, and you just don't do it. But so
you
it's
guys
this
were
is a mission of
EMTs.
faith.
You guys were EMTs, right?
Yep.
Yeah, for 10 years. Yes.
EMTBs,
Intermediate. Ivy Tech.
intermediate.
Ivy Tech. Yeah.
Oh, you could stick a needle in an arm.
We could stick a needle. Yep. Oh boy.
When you can do it in a Blackhawk with night vision goggles, you will talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Had that
Oh,
moment of that kind of sounds fun, but probably not.
no, it's not always easier said than done.
Oh
It's a
my
whole
gosh.
different
Yeah.
thing. You
No.
got to do it.
That whole thing of ooh, I see a new challenge. But no. No, thank you.
And for 10 years, I would tell people in these side conversations outside of being on duty, I'd say, yeah, I'm an EMT, but I don't like to practice. That's what I'd tell
Yep.
everybody. So then when I'd show up on the scene, they'd be like, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't like to practice. I hope this turns out all right.
Oh, no. What I like is when the doctor made a mistake. Okay. Why do you think they call it practicing medicine?
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, because pretty much, like when we look at, like with our EMT experience, and think about what we did to practice was always the motto.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
When what?
again, train, train, train. Look, we are trained to don't think about it, just do it. Okay? As a medic, it's not, when you hear the call medic, it's not. Should I do something?
It's
Yeah.
like, act now. Somebody needs you.
So as EMTs, we participated in mass casualty training that the hospital circuits all coordinated for us to kind of see what it's like, for them to call us on the disaster response and,
Mm,
all of that. And I just look at, that background gave Sue and I believe, a starting point to this whole issue of veteran suicide. Because basically, it's like understanding we're combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. We come into the scope of it, and now we're being briefed that, okay, being a part of the team, you're going to be kind of in a field of, over 16,000 casualties within the year, and the Veteran Affairs, recognizes about half of that, over 8,000, and they're all about hanging in the shootings, and so you were just telling us, Brian, about a recent where it's not classified as a suicide, but that you lost a brother to suicide. Right?
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, you guys trained for mass cows, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. Vehicle-borne explosive device, a VBIB, detonated right next to the orphanage.
wow.
It was meant for us, but it detonated next to an orphanage. You really want to talk mass cow?
Yeah, you told us that. So like when you look at, like, for Sue and me, we go and we hear crying baby, it's a beautiful thing, which for you it kind of is too, but it also triggers you like, I got to get out of
Yeah.
here because it brings you back
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
that day. Yeah.
But on that day, I was deep into the work.
Yep.
I
And that's
didn't
what
have
you do.
time. I didn't have time to think about it then. A few years later, yeah, that stuff comes back.
Yeah, so that falls into the nature of what we're doing here as a nonprofit, going out there, getting our brother and sisters of human beings, to come in and pray for this mission and over veterans and everything we're doing here, and to look at, spending time with us, sharing the mission. That that's where our basis is from. And we express the thing, we're coming from a standpoint of sometimes in life you just got to do it. It may be like, I don't know how to do it. Like you say, check your vet. Well, how am I going to check a vet? I don't have a vet. Well, then go out there and get a vet.
Yeah, go find one.
you know,
Go to the
you know?
breakfast that we keep talking about. You'll meet a
Yeah,
whole bunch.
yeah. Come to a breakfast. I got 42 that you could have met and said, "Hey, man, you mind if I call you every other day and just check on you?"
Actually, I have a
Debbie,
Yeah, so it's
new.
about being.
Oh, sorry.
Debbie, thank you for the comment on LinkedIn.
Nice.
You guys think I don't see?
Yeah.
Be surprised at
So
how
yeah.
much this guy sees. It's good. It's good. And saying, I was like checking your vet. I, as of just recently here, have a new individual that is actually a student where I work, who's a vet, and just starting to get to know him a little better now. And this is gonna be fun. That he's got stories. He's one of those guys, big guy, tattoos everywhere, just absolutely wonderful to talk to. Little different than the typical student there, let me tell you. And it's mixed bag, and he knows it, but he brings it, and it's good. Saw him today. He just stopped to say hi and chit chat for a couple minutes, and it was great. And the more I get to know him here, he's getting into my little circle there, and he's one I'll be able to keep up with. I love it.
Again, that veteran has found something in you that says, hey, you know what? I can stop by here and have a chat. And no one's going to judge me. No one's going to, oh, yeah.
Because he's fun. He's already at that point of he understands. He's been getting feedback from instructors of, okay, we gotta, because his take on things, it is clear cut, and there is no, let's see, no cushion in his words. It's real blunt. I think you get what I'm saying, and it's interesting.
Yeah, I do exactly, because I get people all the time. Brian, you're so blunt.
Oh, well, I've already in my short time with him experienced even more bluntness than I have with you, and then it's all good. He knows he's in a good spot. So, in just a little bit, I'm like, okay, you got stories. We need to talk. And he's like, oh, wait, don't worry, we got it.
Hey, again, I'm tempered. I've been around the block a little.
He's still young.
He's still young.
Don't take that the wrong way, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm not going to take it away, but hey, brother, let me explain. Just because they talk to you about it doesn't mean it's bad, but that means they care and they want to make you better.
And he's recognizing all that too. And it's fun to hear him because he's got a very good attitude about it all. But he's like, I know, I'm growing. It's so great. It's just wonderful.
I'm still growing.
Oh, we all better be. Yeah.
Yeah, look here, folks. I've always said in my life, the day you stop learning, get off. We don't need you. If you don't learn something new every day, what are you doing?
Yep. Learning, growing, all the things.
God gave you this for a reason.
Yeah.
Get right teachings, but learn something every day. Learn a good thing. Outstanding. Something bad happens, what'd you learn from it? Everything is a learning opportunity.
Bingo. And it's the attitude of how you look at it that really does make a difference. Because you can either beat yourself up if something didn't go right, or you can say, wait, I guess I'm supposed to learn something from this. What am I learning today? Imagine that.
Imagine that. Oh, Operation Big Things.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, and we are getting up on the end of our time here. Real quick, give us a recap. What exactly, if you missed the beginning, what's Operation Big Things? When is that?
It's just May 23rd in Murfreesboro, Illinois. A veteran-owned restaurant is offering us their back room. It happens to be about 15,000 square feet that we want to fill with everybody that wants to help veterans. Oh, and it is going to be live streamed on Non-Mark TV, Nonprofit TV, Easy Way TV, and the Disability Channel, from my understanding. So that's going to go around the world.
Excellent. So
you
that's
want to make it happen, reach out.
Make a difference. There's opportunities all along and right in front of you. So, but we're up against the clock here. We always end with a word of hope for our veterans. Brian, I'm going to call on you first and then over to Kurt.
All right, brothers, every week, don't give in to those demons. They're not right. They're lying to you, man. Trust me, I know. Stay the course. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Be here tomorrow at that time. That's how I survived every school the Army sent me to. 24 hours at a time, man. That's it. You want a long-term goal? Be back here next Monday. Really, be back here next Monday. There's going to be a guest you really want to talk to. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Well, Kurt, your turn with your word of hope for our vets.
Together, everyone achieves miracles. And that's an adage from our ambassador of joy, Barry Shore. And I just had communications on the great program there that is the Everywhere card. So we're doing different things to be creative here and use our innovation and receive in the downloads that are coming through other people and coming our way, coming into spaces right here at Project Die Hard for you. And we're brainstorming. So we haven't vetted some thoughts I was talking about today, but I was with I'm going to say our gardening grandma more on what Sue and I have been doing side of things. But that's a lady out of Canada that has the ambition to see if we can find some way to get gardening out to you at Fob Rush. And, so these are discussions that we're having here at the nonprofit. Here for you, Project Die Hard, combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to you. Because that's what I've come to realize is this needs to be intimate enough to you that it means something to you and we're reaching you. And that's why I give you my number, my Google Voice line, call and text 262-372-1754. We habitually give out my email address to you, Kurt, K-U-R-T, at projectdiehard.org. I volunteered to serve you, to be with you, to listen to you, to whatever I can do with you. You are why I am here. So please be here for me so that you can help me, play that role, figure out that role. What can I do to be a part of your life? That'd be a tremendous honor. Please provide me the honor of being with you. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. And you know it, we are here every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central. So join us. Come on back. And just remember, you are here for a reason, and God is not done with you yet. Because go ahead, Brian.
To the person that sent me the friend request, you're wearing British battle rattle, but you're wearing an American uniform. I'm going to call you on that one. I'm just...
Interesting.
Yeah. If you come to Project Die Hard looking for fame or fortune, you're not going to find it. Okay, I'm done.
All good. Oh man, all sorts of things. It is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's okay. And like I was saying, you are here for a reason. There is no doubt that God's not done with you yet. Because if He was done with you, you would already be seeing Him eye to eye, right? It's not your call when that happens. That's God's call. God gets to decide that, and you are here for a reason. Let us help you figure out what that all means. What can we do to help you in your journey? We are here with Project Die Hard Mission Monday update every Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central. So come on back next week and join us. And again, reach out. Let's see what we can do. I'm excited for what the future holds. I hope you're I hope you're seeing what we are. There's so much to come. Operation Big Things. And with that, as always, we thank you.